I still remember the first time I saw her smile. It was one of those smiles that could light up a room, even when the world outside was gray. I thought I had found the person I would love forever. We shared everything, or at least I thought we did. Late night talks, laughter that echoed in empty streets, promises whispered in the dark. I believed in us, blindly, completely. Then, slowly, I noticed the little things. A phone that always seemed to buzz in her pocket, a smile that didn't quite reach her eyes when she looked at me. I ignored it at first. I wanted to believe in us more than the truth. It was a Friday evening when I found the messages. I wasn't snooping. I never was. But sometimes life has a way of showing you what you least want to see. Her words, tender and intimate, weren't for me. Shock, denial, anger, pain, all at once. I felt my heart tear in ways I didn't know were possible. The person I loved, trusted, had betrayed me, and the world suddenly felt colder than ever. I confronted her the next day. Her eyes, once so familiar and warm, looked away. She didn't deny it. There were no excuses that could patch the wound that had opened inside me. Only silence and tears. Days turned into weeks. I tried to move on, tried to forgive, tried to understand. But every street corner, every song, every memory reminded me of her, and every reminder felt like a knife twisting inside me. Friends told me time heals all wounds, but they never understood the kind of love that leaves pieces of your soul in someone else's hands. They never understood the emptiness of knowing someone you trusted completely chose someone else. I walked alone under the rain that evening, letting it wash away the anger, the pain, the love. The streets were empty, except for the echoes of laughter I would never hear again. And yet, amidst the heartbreak, there was a strange kind of clarity. I realized that holding on to someone who didn't stay was not love, it was fear. It was hope clinging to what was already gone. I started to write letters to her, not to send, but to release the pain. Every word, every tear, slowly made room inside me for healing. I was learning to breathe again without her beside me. Nights were the hardest. The memories, the whispers of what could have been, they haunted me. But even in the darkness, I found myself smiling at small things. The morning sunlight, a song on the radio, the warmth of a cup of tea. I realized love is not just about holding on. It's also about letting go. Letting go of someone who didn't see your worth, someone who broke the trust you gave freely. It's painful, yes, but it's also freeing. Time passed, as it always does. Slowly, I felt lighter. The memories still lingered, but they no longer chained me. I could think of her without burning, without sinking into despair. I started to believe in love again, not the naive kind, but the quiet, resilient kind. Love that knows it can be broken and still chooses to be kind, to hope, to grow. I walked past places we used to go, not with longing, but with acceptance. Acceptance that our story ended. But my story continued, and maybe somewhere, someone would cherish me as I deserved. Heartbreak taught me a lesson I never wanted to learn. That love can hurt, betray, and leave you shattered, but it can also teach strength, resilience, and self-worth. I sometimes wonder if she thinks of me, if she feels even a fraction of the pain she caused. But then I remind myself, it doesn't matter. What matters is that I survived, that I grew, that I still believe in love, even after losing it. And as I sit here, watching the rain slide down the window, I smile softly, not at her, not at the past, but at myself, for letting go, for healing, for still being capable of love. Love isn't always fair. It doesn't always last, but it always teaches us something. And sometimes the hardest lessons are the ones that make us the strongest. So, if you're hurting tonight, know this. You will survive. Your heart will mend. And one day, you will look back at the love you lost and feel not just pain, but gratitude for the love, for the lessons, for the growth.